Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. Now tonight I'm really excited about it because I'm continuing my fall series with some of my favorite teas. This one in particular has been one of my top 5 of all year round. Oh, excuse me, I still have my cough as you can see. Welcome Teresa, you're the first one to show up. Congratulations, yay! Today I'm going to do one of my favorites of all year round, Autumn Mist Green. Now it's fantastic, and I mean I can't wait to get started. So why wait? Ani, welcome. I'm turning on my water now because I'm that excited about it. Well, I'm gonna pull it up right here. Autumn Mist Green. Now this is a very different kind of tea. Hey Nicole, welcome. I'm glad you could make it. This one's a bit different from the from my usual fall selection because normally when I pick a fall tea, it's very hard to categorize because the tastes are always complex. Aaron, welcome. I saw you like my video, but you didn't show up on my screen yet. I'm glad you're here though, because this is one that I would actually recommend to you. This is out of this world. It's usually when I describe an autumn tea, it's based on temperature, environment, the kind of feeling that you get from drinking it, because it doesn't exactly have a really definable quality to it. It's just like it's a warm taste on a cool day. You know, it's like every time I share that kind of tea with a friend, they say, "Wow, you are right. There's no way to really describe it except for saying it tastes like a fall day." This one is very definable. Before I start describing it, because I'm already like going through the motions of talking about it, I might as well just open this up because I can't wait. Oh, I'm gonna put you guys down for a minute. No, don't fall over. There we go. Holding it with my mind. Okay. Shanna, welcome. You're coming for the great unveiling, although you've already had this one, but still, the great unveiling of Autumn Mist Green. And oh my god, this is amazing. I can sit here and smell this thing for hours, and you know, I'll never get sick of it. This is a really creamy tea. It's velvety, smooth. When you smell it, it's creamy and refreshing. It's a little bit fruity. I'm gonna read off the ingredients. Let's see, we have gunpowder, which is a green tea, apple pieces, cinnamon bark, rose hips, creme brulee flavor, marigold, and rose petals. And when you mix all of that together, you get this very aromatic, it's a sensation. Oh, my water's done already. It's a sensation, and I'm telling you, it's amazing when it's cold, when it's hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some in here because my water's already done, and I want to hurry up and get this in my mouth. No comments from the peanut gallery. I know what your dirty minds are thinking. Actually, go ahead and comment. I don't care. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Let me just move over into the better light. Now this, just like all of my other fall teas, looks like a fall day. You see all those oranges, a little bit of pink, a little bit of red, some earthy green in there. That's the gunpowder. Let me see if I can catch the light just right. There we go. Yeah, that was too easy. I left it wide open for you. That's what she said. But you can see there's like a lot of yellow. You can see right here you have one of the apple pieces. So it's a very vibrant looking tea. You know, a lot of colors, a lot of there we go, a lot of different things going on. Now, since it's a green tea, and gunpowder is a pretty strong green tea, but if you let it go too long, just like any green tea, it'll start to bitter. So I'm gonna brew this like a green tea, although I've never tried it as brewing it as a black tea. I like it just the way it is. So we're gonna do it at 180 degrees, which is slightly cooler, but not by much, really. It's like every degree counts. Ooh, right away that cream smell just wafts up. It wafts. I love that word, wafts. But yeah, like right away the cream just explodes and you smell it. It permeates the room, and that's part of why I like it, because the cream scent is really strong with this one. So it's actually kind of got a, how do I put this? Like a cream of wheat kind of flavor. You know how it is? Like it's creamy, not too sweet, but just enough. That's the sensation that I get when I smell it. Now I'm actually prepared this time. I pre-opened up my book, so we can go to the tea wheel. Right there. Ta-da! Oatmeal, yes. A little oatmeal-y. But more on the cream of wheat side, because you don't get like the chunky earthiness of the oatmeal. Cream of wheat has that more smooth texture to it, and you get that from the scent. I forgot to look at the time. Okay, so we'll just pretend that 1 minute had already passed. So I'm going to take it off at 8:07, about 8:10 should do it. So we'll give it 2 more minutes. But yeah, let's refer to the wheel. Milky jumps off right off the bat with I wouldn't say buttery, but more creamy, milky. Let's see, not vegetal, but a little bit floral actually. There's a tiny bit of the rose petals that comes up. You don't really get too much of the marigold in there, not to my senses anyway. But yeah, you get a little bit of the floral, like just a hint. Fruity, of course. We have. We'll go with fresh fruits. Yeah, you got the apple is in there. A little bit. It's not very citrusy, so we'll stick with the apple. And maybe like, I don't want to say. It kind of like an apricot, but there's no apricot in it. You just get that sensation. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't see anything that really depicts. Hey, Carmen, welcome. I'm glad you made it. I'm waving at you. Yeah. So it doesn't. I think that pretty much covers it. You get this really ample scent to it. Welcome, Christina. You get this really ample aromatic scent to it that really permeates the room. Like it's filling up right now. Oop, and it's 8:10, so I gotta hurry up and take this out. Much to my satisfaction, because I am dying to jump in. All right, and just as usual, I went ahead and pre-sweetened the pot with some stevia. Although, honestly, this one really doesn't need it. I've had it without sweetener, and it's very nice. It's a little juicy, a little creamy. It's a beautiful tea. So I'm going to go ahead now. You're going to see a giant difference in this. Now that it's wet, everything looks so much bigger. You see the gunpowder has unfurled quite a bit. You see the rose petals are more defined. The marigolds. I can't find that apple piece that was up front. It might have gotten enveloped. Maybe, is that it on the side over here? I think that is an apple piece. Addie, welcome! Mike, welcome, you guys! I told you guys that I was doing this too, like right before, so I don't know why you're so late. I'm just kidding. But yeah, you get to see a big difference between the before and after. Now it looks more grounded. It looks more like Earth has opened. Well, not opened up, but you know, Earth, like an earthy ground to it. There's a huge difference between then and now. And the smell is absolutely amazing. It's intoxicating. Like, I don't say that often, but when you sit here, you can just close your eyes and smell, and it's refreshing. It's really relaxing, which you don't really get from a lot of green teas. Green teas are more grassy, earthy, and a little bit salty. So when you smell it, it doesn't give you that sense of that sense of relaxation. You know, it gives you more of the like you're in in a field or something, but it's not really relaxing. It's more like invigorating. This is absolutely relaxing, and even though it's a green tea and it's caffeinated, I don't know how much. That would depend on how much green tea is in it. Let's see. It's a moderate level of caffeine. So this one may keep you up, depending on how caffeine affects you in general. But I mean, caffeine with me, it doesn't really make a difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour my first glass or cup. There we go. And you can see it's nice and green, almost yellow, not too, it's not too green, because you have all of those other flowers in there that adds to the color of it. It's quite a bit pale, but not as pale as like a white tea. It's pale for a green tea, you'll see. There we go. You see, it's more yellow than green, which is nice. You have with green teas, it's normally like a pale green to a deep green. This one, yeah, it's a very light green. It's bordering between yellow and red. Like, you can see more towards the center. All of the rose and the apple pieces. Jazzy, welcome. Oh no, don't worry. I'm not gonna scold you. I was just kidding when I scolded Addie and Mike, only because I love them. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Oofta. Anyway, okay, so I can't wait to drink some of this stuff because I have been dying for the past couple weeks. I've had it at my in my station for quite some time. So, without further ado, here we go. Oh, yes. Oh, that is so good. It's a creamy, creamy flavor. It's the most profound taste of it is the cream, but then you get some of that apple from it, like the cream and fruit together. That's a combination that can't be beat. You get like this, like Shannon had said earlier, oatmeal with apples in it, a little bit of cinnamon. It's out of this world. And going down, it's pretty smooth. It's I want to say it's almost velvety, because when you taste it, you feel it essentially coat your tongue and going all the way down. I mean, I love this tea all year round, but it's officially a seasonal fall tea. It's absolutely yummy. It is absolutely. I mean, there's no doubt about it. When you season it, when you sweeten it just right, you get that nice little, coating on your tongue, and it stays there for ages. Like, I'm still tasting it, and I'm like, I'm ready to take my second sip. OMG? What's up, Shayna? What's up? What's with the OMG? I don't think you liked this one as much as I did, because I know that we had that sample, and you weren't as impressed as I was hoping you'd be, but it wasn't a terrible thing. Yes, I know you want to make inappropriate comments. That's like all you do. But I welcome it, because you know I can match them. I do. I constantly need moments alone with my tea. Because, you know, it's an intimate moment. Intimate. Yeah, it's pretty much liquid oatmeal. I love it. When you put the sugar in it, well, in my case stevia. I pre-sweetened it with stevia as usual. You get this you get like this really sweet, creamy kind of thing. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna need a hug and a mug. Oh, excuse me. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Now that I know what it tastes like with the stevia, I'm gonna add a little honey to it. This is, I don't know if you guys saw this, I don't remember if I showed you. I got a little honey pump to go with these bottles. It is definitely a good investment. I am a big fan of the honey pump, and that does sound incredibly dirty. Oh, my fingers! Oh, this thing is so heavy when you try to do it with one finger. And I know there's an inappropriate comment there too. Yeah. Yummy. I didn't want it dripping. There we go. So I'm going to mix that honey in and see how that helps. Boo! No commenting. That just sucks the fun out of it. I'm not going to say it. You guys can. That is really good. Now I'm using yes, I really am making it too easy. Shadow almost died laughing. Literally. Now I used orange blossom honey, and it comes out really, really nice. Like, the orange blossom adds a slight bit of tang to it. So you get that mixing well with the apple and the fruit, and the honey portion mixes well with the gunpowder. So you get that cream, honey, slightly earthy, fruity blend to it. It really intensifies the flavor. I really do need some help. I'm always looking for volunteers who's gonna come and help me taste my tea. I gotta slow down. It's really hard for me to slow down because I really love this stuff, and I could probably down it in one shot, just straight down, and then the stream will be over. I'll be happy, but you guys will just feel upset. And I do not want you guys to feel upset, because then you won't show up to next week, and next week I have something good planned, if it all comes down to it, because I'm still waiting, but that's something I'll talk about later. Oof da. Woo. I'm alive. Don't worry, I'm alive. Anyway. I had to take a little sip there and fight the urge to just drown myself in it, because yeah, it's hard for me to not keep drinking it continuously. But anyway, I'm opening up the floor before I get in too much trouble. Although I know that if I open up the floor to you guys are going to lead me into temptation. So, what did you miss? You missed the opening of this. I'm doing this is Autumn Mist Green, and it's a continuation of my fall series. It's got let me see if I can do this by heart. It's got rose petals, creme brulee flavor. It's not going to be in order. Cinnamon, gunpowder, apple pieces, marigold, and there's one more thing I'm forgetting. I can't read it from here. You see, quite far away. Colleen, welcome. There's one more ingredient that I'm forgetting. No, I already said rose. Oh well, I'll cheat. Let's see. Gunpowder, apple pieces, cinnamon, rose, creme brulee, marigold. Did I say marigold? I think that might have been. No, I think I did say marigold, so I got it. Hey, not bad. It is absolutely wonderful. Yes, that is the right one. That's the Leanie you know. And welcome, Leanie. I'm drinking gunpowder. It's a green tea. It's not the same gunpowder that you use to shoot people. Although, they do call it gunpowder because when it's processed, they wrap it up into little balls like gunpowder, and they ship it that way. So each leaf is a little ball. That's why they call it gunpowder. No interesting explanation. It's just presentation. But yeah, gunpowder is a very earthy green tea. If you have the acquired taste to it, go for it, because it is definitely one of my favorite general teas. Oh, I'm gonna need another sip. Ah, yes. Okay, opening it up again. Welcome. Pow, 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 bang, bang, bang. That's exactly it. I would actually throw in a couple of boom, boom, booms in there just for the heck of it, because I'm a little bit of an anarchist. Oh, and before I forget, you guys keep liking my video, keep sharing it so that others will see it, watch it, participate. I welcome everybody. I'm actually kind of wondering if that's in my settings, because I haven't gotten anybody off of my list yet, but you never know. Maybe somebody, like a friend of a friend, will tune in one day and I'll see for sure. But for now, it's only been friends. But that's okay, because that's what YouTube's for. You know? Just put it on there so that everybody can see. Of course, only the people who are interested in seeing will show up. Look up the Big Bang Group and listen to the song Bang Bang Bang. I will have to do that. You'll have to link me after the stream so that I can hear it, because I'm never going to remember that. So, come on, guys, talk to me. Tell me what. Tell me what's up. Oh yeah. Bang bang, bangity bang. Oh, that was the How I Met Your Mother. I forgot about that song. That was awesome. Oh, really? What'd you have? Have anything tea related? Did you make your Lapsang Sao steak? I think it was steak. Or was it... well, I know you probably incorporated it into the mashed potatoes, like I did. I did the mashed potatoes. I don't know if I told you. The Lapsang Sao mashed potatoes were out of this world. Like, whew, I loved them. And I served it with some steak and some mushrooms. A plus. It's okay, Leanna. You do what you gotta do. As long as you make it and you participate, that's all I care about. Well, Colleen, now I'm telling you, I made the lapsang sao chong and it was awesome. You tried what, the mashed potato lapsang, or? Randy, welcome. Yes, food. Food is out of this world. I love it. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about doing another recipe. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, so I'm not going to announce it quite yet. But when I figure it out, I'll let you guys know. It's not going to be a food, it's going to be a dessert. Okay, well, cat's out of the bag. I'm going to try to figure out how to make a tea-infused ice cream. Now, when I did the mashed potatoes, I was able to infuse the cream itself, the heavy cream, with it, and it was awesome. Anna, welcome. So I figured out that you can infuse it in cream rather than just water. So if I can do it with cream, why not ice cream? Well, you say it's super easy, but I've never done it before, so this is something that, that it's new to me, I just have to pick my flavor and run with it. I mean, for all I know, it's going to be this one. Autumn Mist Green. It's already creamy, so you add that into the ice cream, it'll be awesome. Does fall tea go with great horror movies? That depends on whether or not you scare easy. Because I would not recommend holding a hot glass of tea while getting scared and pouring it all over yourself. So that's a question that's gonna require a bit of thought prior. If you watch it and you're fine with horror movies, then yes, it goes great with horror movies. But as far as spilling tea on yourself, it's not recommended. Because that's the last thing you're going to need. It's like, hey, don't go in that door. Ah! Then you come out looking like Two-Face, and then you're mad at me. So that's my disclaimer. Proceed with caution. Serial killer, exactly. Somebody's gonna serial kill me if I give them the bad advice. Yeah, actually. I think that anything chai, maybe if I were to do like my Thai chai, I love Thai chai. It's very creamy, very has a lot of like vanilla tones to it, a lot of coconut tones to it. So that would be an amazing ice cream. But also there's one. It's a chocolate chai, but it's got like other flavors in it. I got to do that one day because that's like spice cocoa dreams. That's the name of it. I have to get some more, and I'll do it for one of these streams. I originally planned for my fall series to only be in October, but I've had more requests to continue it, and I have more ideas. So I'll be doing it through November at least. So we'll do October, November. Oh, excuse me. And then we'll see if I have any left over for December. We'll just extend the fall series because I'm in no hurry to start winter. You love green tea ice cream and red bean ice cream. I've never had red bean ice cream. It sounds amazing though. Green tea ice cream, I know you can make some with matcha. That's easy. But as far as like a gunpowder or let's say Longjing, we'll see. Sharina, welcome. I saw you come in earlier. I just was in the middle of an explanation, so that's why there was a slight delay in me welcoming you, but I'm glad you could make it. Yeah, I know. I need more honey, just in general. Like, who needs an excuse for honey? Yes, I'm glad you could finally make it. You did show up a couple times already, but I believe you came in like towards the end, so you made it at a pretty decent time. I mean, I'm happy about that. Oh, it's out of this world. Now the colder it gets, the sweeter it gets. Now that's something I don't experience very often. Normally, when a tea gets cooler, you get more flavor out of it. In this case, I can't say a whole lot because I have had quite a few teas that sweetened as it cooled, but in this case, this one is like extra sweet, extra creamy. Hey, Maria, welcome, Charlie. Glad you could make it. Yes, a good iced tea blend will definitely come out, but sometimes you have to blend it that way. It doesn't work when it's in between the cold. What has been my favorite tea so far? As far as streaming or as far as just tasting in general? Because some of my favorite teas I haven't streamed yet, but others that I have just been outstanding. So I want to, I'll do both. My favorite tea that I streamed so far, that's gonna be a rough one. I would have to say I would have to actually say, man, it's so hard to both for sure. I'm doing both. I would have to say, okay, Bonfire was amazing last week. That's one of my favorites in general. I think Amanda, welcome. Just in time to scare me. Boo. No, what was it? God, it's so hard to pick. I'd have to also say my stream with Ma was the jasmine, the jasmine bulb. That one was amazing. Like, I love jasmine in general, and the fact that I got to drink it for the first time with my mom, introducing her to jasmine tea, that was another favorite. The Bugapoop tea, Bugapoop was out of this world. It tasted great. It shocked you guys, and I had Rob's help on that one. So yeah, those are my top. I would have to say some of my top three favorites. As far as just favorites in general, Thai chai, as I mentioned before, always going to be on top. Chocolate chai, ooh, out of this world. Like, when I first had chocolate chai, I was blown away. Like, it tingled my tongue for about 5 minutes straight, no lie. I was like, this is going home with me, and I have been hooked ever since. In general, anything rooibos, actually. Rooibos is my favorite type of tea. Coconut pao chong. Coconut pao chong is amazing. So I'm gonna stop there for now, because I could just keep on going like Bubba from Forrest Gump, and be like, I like chocolate tea, and I like rooibos tea, I like green tea, I like black tea, I like white tea. Yeah, I could just keep on going. So I'm going to stop it at my top 5. I think that was 5. And yes, absolutely, chocolate is amazeballs in general. You have my total support in that. However, in tea, it's very iffy. Like, the first time I had chocolate chip tea, I was not that impressed. It wasn't too chocolatey. It was a little bit bitter on the end. But I think, in all fairness, it might have been oversteeped a bit. There was another one, Valentine. Valentine is chocolate and strawberry. That one takes a little bit of practice to brew, because if you overbrew it, it would mess up, and there's just no coming back from it. Oh, that's so good. I don't even want to put it down. Look, I can't even put it down. It's like I make the thing, and I'm like, no, that's staying here. Because I'm serious. It's like I tried to put it down, but it's like, nope, my hand won't stop. Rooibos I want to say rooibos is actually an herbal tea. They call it a red tea, but it's not really a tea because it's made from a completely different plant. It's made from the red bush in South Africa, and the only tea officially is a tea that's made from the same plant. It's just different ways of producing it, different strains of the same plant. But a rooibos, I had to ask my last tea tasting, because I was kind of like, I don't know if that'll burst my bubble to hear the truth. But when he told me that rooibos tea is actually an herbal blend, it hurt. I was like, you can't handle the truth. I know. It kind of hurt. So I'm with you. I like rooibos and herbals too, even though rooibos is an herbal. Ooh. Oh, this stuff is so relaxing. Like, I swear, I swear, I feel like I could just lay out and spend the rest of my life just in this position, just laying back and be like, ah. Right now, this is like one of my peak moments. Yeah, I know you prefer the caffeinated type. Now, this is a caffeinated tea, so that's got that going for it. As a matter of fact, I need to top it off because I'm running a little low. Oh, and I only got half done. I froze. Did I freeze for everybody, or did I just freeze for Sharina? I know sometimes I freeze and I don't know it because I just keep on going. But as far I haven't seen it. Uh-oh, I think I spilled a little bit. I didn't notice that before. Ah, okay, awesome. Yes, I froze, or... So I'm getting mixed reviews. Yes, I froze, or... I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter as long as I'm still going. But Teresa, if you're still there, you haven't asked it yet. I didn't dribble. That was like that when I got here. Teresa, you didn't ask, so I'm gonna assume that you'll want to know anyway if you're still here. What food does this go with? Or sorry, what cookie does this go with? I would say an oatmeal cookie would be a good place to start. You get not the oatmeal raisin cookie because raisins. I would never waste good tea if I can help it. I think it just kind of got away from me for a bit. Fruit cookies, yeah, absolutely. You get those little cookies with the center. There's actually a tea cookie that would go great with this. It's one with berries in it. I forget what it's called, but it is. It would go really well with this. And yeah, jam would go with it. Maybe a jam on toast. Jam on it. Jam on it. That's a song, I'm sure. They should make a tea pack based on the Avatar a Last Airbender cleanse? They probably do. On Adagio, they have a lot of fan-based blends. Let me see. I can actually look that up for you. Blends, fandom samplers. Let's see what they have. I'm quite sure. If I find it, you know, I'll just run a search real quick. Avatar, they do have it. There you go. They have the Avatar series. Yep. There we go. So it runs a little bit. Yep, I knew you'd enjoy that one. We piqued your interest right there. And if you want, after this, I'll send you the link. Because I know you'll want to try every single one of them. And then you'll be like, oh. I'm just imagining that's what you do. I haven't put much thought into into who goes and who doesn't, because I don't know exactly what that is, but I imagine you do that all the time. Okay, guys, opening up the floor again. Throw it at me. What do you got? I'm gonna go back to the page with what? Not far enough. There we go. Well, you can drink it and just keep the little canisters that are in it. I mean, you know, you can sample it and have the Avatar flavor, but yeah. Did you try, Shannon, did you try the entire fandom, or was it just like one or two blends, or? Because I haven't had it. I haven't had any of the fandom blends, actually. Oh, excuse me. I would like to look into it, because I never looked. I've never actually had any fandom blends. We'll see. You didn't know what closed. Need to get some more. Oh, you've had partial. Well, I mean, that's a good thing though. You can keep on getting more, adding to it. Doesn't make it's something you sample over time. It's not that big of a deal. I say go for it. Let me know how it is. It'll be pretty awesome. I'm pretty sure. Magic potions. I know you had the pumpkin one. What other Harry Potter themed ones did you have? The floor closed? What do you mean the floor? Like when I open up the floor for discussion, or? Because now you got me a little curious and a little confused at the same time, which is generally how I live my life. A little curious and a little confused. Butterbeer. I've heard like the stuff at I believe it's Universal Studios is really good, but I've never had it. If Aaron was still here, I believe he was talking about it before while we were at work. So Aaron, if you're watching now or watching later, catch me up on that. So you've had all of the Harry Potters and part of the part of the Star Wars. I have got to try some of that stuff. And the moment has passed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was a little too slow on the uptake. I gotta be more on top of it. That I'm not sure of. That's something that Shanna, you'd like to describe, because I have no idea what butterbeer is. I just know that it's one of the best drinks that some people have ever had at Universal Studios. So, go ahead and give me your best description. Oops, I dropped this thing right here. You were thinking of the fandom teas, a Junkrat tea. I wonder if there's an Overwatch one. That might be something worth looking into. Let me see. Overwatch. There are some Overwatch blends. There are actually a couple of these. I think I'm gonna have to try some. They have a Junkrat, and for those of you who knows me, I am a Junkrat main. Secondary, I'd have to say. Oh, that's a hard one. I would have to say Reinhardt is one of my secondaries. Zenyatta, Orisa. Yeah, I've played a bunch. Diva. But yeah, Junkrat is my main dude, and people hate me for it because in general people hate Junkrat mains. But that's neither here nor there. Which reminds me, I really should play pretty soon. I haven't played because I've been going to class, and I kind of miss it on Mondays and Wednesdays. But I'm not. I mean, it's only for 3 more weeks, so I'll be going back to it pretty soon. I would like, which one? It has Thai chai, chocolate chai, rooibos vanilla chai. They call it polyjuice. That doesn't sound so bad. I would try that. I know I do need some sleep. That's why I haven't played the game, because I get all worked up and then I can't sleep, and it's bad. I mean, I rage sometimes and I say things that I regret. Some people hear me. But that's all good. It's all in good fun. Oh, and Bastion. People hate it when I play Bastion too, because I tear them up. But he's not a main. Oh, I'm gonna need another sip. Yeah, I totally understand that. It's be a little more understanding. I'm sure he's like the nicest guy in the world when he's not playing Overwatch, but some things that go on in that game is just like you certainly want to murder people. It's that bad. Well, just be glad you're not the game. Just be glad you're not one of his teammates that's messing up. See, Addie knows what I'm talking about. She's played that game. She's a Mercy main, and she knows how people can be. And it's just like, it's painful sometimes. Painful. Well, you can, but that's just it just takes some effort. But we're like way off base here. We're like way off base. Back to the tea, because I could talk about Overwatch all day, and that's gonna get me in trouble. So let's go back to it. You know, it's okay. I mean, I'm glad to express other interests besides tea. but that's kind of not why we're here. I mean, kind of like we are, but we're here to be entertained. But I just don't want to get too far off topic, because then that would just become a free-for-all. Well, one of these days, Colleen, you'll have to play this game and be bad with us. I'm going to leave it at that. If you can, yes, I know that you really like the vanilla rooibos tea cookie that we had during the tasting. I think that was the one that you liked, or it was one of them that was chai. But yeah, I mean, if you know how to bake, because I have no idea whether you do. I'm assuming you do. I want to be there when you finish, because tea cookies are amazing. Like, I love that stuff. Oh, you don't know how to bake, but you want to make it anyway. Oh, you're just going to be cruel to your sins. That is awful, awful. I want to learn how to bake just in general. Oh, well, that's what I asked. I said, I don't know if you know how to bake, and then you said, I don't. Oh, just not with tea. Okay. Well, I'm sure there's a recipe somewhere. I just have to learn how to bake in general, because I know how to make like a really, really good cake out of the box, but that's about it. Like, I can make box cake, and that's that. And I can open up an Entenmann's. That's the extent of my baking skills. It might very well be. I mean, I speak with little to no experience about baking, but it's something that I want to add to my repertoire. I can totally bake. I could totally get an easy bake oven and bake easy. That's gonna be like, for Christmas, I want an easy bake oven. A sunshine cake. That sounds good. It sounds like one of those orangey ones, like the circles, not the one with the hole in the middle. Like, you know how they have like the, I don't want to say a pound cake, but like the circular cake with the that comes up. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to graduate from the box and start working from scratch. I have baked pizza crust before. Shanna and I took that pizza making class, and we had we made the dough. I did come home and try it, and it didn't kill anybody. So I know kind of sort of how to make pizza crust, but I'm not an expert. Bundt cake, yes, that's what I'm thinking about. I could not get the word out. I was like, round, circle, hole in the middle cake. That's the technical term. But if you want to call it bundt cake, who am I to judge? Okay, guys. Throw it at me. Opening up the floor again. I still have a good amount of tea left. Not for long, though, because I have been holding back. That is really good. It's really, it's getting to the cold portion. Like, it's now that it's a little bit cold in my room. It's to say that something is room temperature is now slightly colder, if that makes sense. So now it's crossed over the room temperature to about a couple degrees below, and it cools off really, really well. And pineapple upside down cake does sound great. I've never actually had any before, but it sounds really good. Like, I never liked pineapple in general until recently. Like, we'll give it maybe 7 or 8 years. I never really liked pineapple until I actually started having it after sushi. You know how they give you little pieces of orange. Well, this place that I went to gave me pineapple, and I started liking pineapple. So we'll go with that. Man, I love it. Tonight's stream is really high energy. It's really. I'm glad you guys are participating because you make it go, and you get me pumped to do this. So yeah, keep it coming. Keep it coming. I still have about a quarter of a cup left. Maybe a little less now. What was that? I think when baking with tea, you would replace liquid with brewed tea or gin fine powder. I would agree with you, only because you know what you're doing more than I do. So, I'm with you, ditto. You and I are going to make that cooking with tea, and we'll have a special section for baking. That would definitely make an impact on there. And you love fruitcakes? Well, I'm sure fruitcakes love you too. Fruitcakes are well, I mean, I'm not big on fruits in cakes. I like certain fruits, like we'll take orange or pineapple or something, but when you start going to cherries, and peaches, I start to lose interest. But when you start it off with like little honeydew melon balls, I've had cake with honeydew melon balls. It's out of this world. You have to add it to the to-do list. Yes, we absolutely do. Because I'm really serious about collaborating on a tea book with you. So we'll put we'll put a little check mark on a baking section. We'll do baking. We'll do desserts. We'll start compiling. Oh yeah. I can definitely attest to that. I've had some really good fruit cakes, but you know, it's just the certain kind of fruits. Excuse me, certain kind of fruits that that I stay away from. Okay, opening up last call, cause I'm running really low. I have one sip left. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that one sip to talk about what I'm planning. It's going to be a surprise, mostly. But next week I have a... is it going to be next week? Let me just double check. Yeah, it's going to be next week. If something comes in. I'm waiting on a package. But if it comes in, it's going to be definitely a fun time. If not, then we're going to have to save it for the week after, but it's not going to have the same effect. I don't care. I want to do it anyway. But I'm going to have something special planned for next week, so definitely tune in because it's gonna be a blast. You guys are going to have so much fun. And now, I'm going to go ahead and top myself off. Mail order bride, not quite. Mail order, yes, just not a bride. Okay, so opening up the floor one last time. You guys have any questions, any comments, anything you want to say before I sign off for the night? Because I am feeling really good right now. Nice and relaxed, and I'm good to go. Oh, I'm going to put this thing down. There we go. I was trying to avoid that. You guys saw nothing. Okay, well, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, and I hope to see all of you next week. I promise you're gonna regret not watching it live, because this is something that you're gonna want to see for yourself. So, that being said, have a good night, everybody, and have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye.